So where might you be able to encounter a sexy lady contact whilst innocuously going about your day?
Well, I always like to go bowling to meet the ladies' pool. And let me tell you,
shit, son,
many
those alley ladies, alley dames.
the alley babes, yeah, they. I'd say it's usually a 50-50 split, and that's a bowling term, isn't it? God, not the 50-50 bit. And although I guess like if I'm getting 50-50 splits, I'm probably getting attention for the wrong reasons. Yes, got half of them again.
Literally half of all the women in here. That's not bad.
I mean, in terms of women, yeah. In terms of pins, it depends what you're referring to. He gets.
This is a very confusing metaphor. To make it even more complicated, make sure you don't score a turkey. That's a good thing in bowling. Oh,
Jesus. Well, I'm playing golf rules, so.
Fuck! Get off the lane.
That man spinning round and round with 2 bowling balls in his hands? Yeah, we shot him. He's dead.
But after he scored half the ladies in the place and then hit half the pins.
Oh.
So, to be fair, that's actually pretty in character for this guy.
It is pretty good, and that's the kind of topical lies / jokes that I like to bring to this show, OGT.
Are all lies jokes? And are all jokes lies?
This is a level of philosophical debate I'm not willing to get into. However, after the theme music, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Hello and welcome to One Good Thing, the podcast that sounds like most men I know. I'm Paul Knockers.
I'm Crack of Dawn.
It is the calm before the storms here at OGT. Recommendations month is behind us. Statham season ahead. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you and Cody Abilene.
Yay. The best man.
The best man I've ever known.
Best man at my wedding.
He shot half the people. Well, he tried to shoot half the people. And then he had sex with my wife to be. And, yeah.
Wife to be, though. Wouldn't have touched her when she was married. Spoiled goods, he said. Horrible man.
I only touch spoiled goods, he said.
Just licking an old baked bean tin full of tuna.
Cutting his gums up pretty bad.
To render a real horror show.
What a horrible situation. But don't worry, you're not there. You're here with us, heading down the history hole on board the Malibu Express 1985.
Meet Cody Abilene, a private eye with an adoring public. He's an undercover operator.
Hi, I'm May, and this is my friend Faye.
With a knack for getting at the bare facts.
Yeah.
This is the Countess, a government agent with her own special skills. And together, they're both headed for danger on the Malibu Express.
Choo-choo, tug-tug-tug, boat.
Chugga, 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 chugga. We haven't even left yet. So, this was going to be the new quick thing. I have a box set of Andy Sedaris movies by Mill Creek Entertainment, collecting all 12 of his Guns, Girls, and G-Strings movies. I love the fact that they distinguish between girls and G-Strings.
Look, some girls wear G-strings and some don't. It's a classic dichotomy.
We got both.
We've got both. Don't you worry. Cater for all tastes here.
Oh, God. In which he pits scantily clad Playboy bunnies against cartoonish villains. But worried that we would be experiencing the same movie 12 times, and before having experienced what one of those was like, I decided that we can't have that. This isn't a Halloween episode after all. So, instead I opted for sweating bullets. But I couldn't resist the chance for us to get a glimpse of some girls' gullets and buttwear. So here we are, with the first of his Triple G movies, Malibu Express, 1985.
Make tracks for the Malibu Express.
Yay. Yeah, and obviously now for the next 10 weeks we're doing nothing but watching these.
Yeah. Now hard pivoting. This is the podcast now, is the Andy Sedaris retrospective.
So the Sedaricast.
The Sedaricast. It's pretty good. And it's all I believe in now. The film stars Darby Hinton as the best man ever, and 4 Playboy playmates, as far as I can see, though the trailer claims 5. Maybe Darby had a sideline.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me think. The maid, the race car lady.
Not the maid.
Not the maid. Okay, race car lady, other lady that worked at the racetrack.
Yeah.
The cop.
Maybe. I don't know how the 2 neighbours play into this.
Okay. Sybil Danning?
No.
She-
Never
Well,
a
she-
playmate.
well, she could have been.
stayed out of Hugh Hefner's sticky hands.
Yeah. Hugh Hefner.
But I'll tell you what, Hugh Hefner, anyone's game. Tell you about the maid, though. Not a Playboy playmate. In fact, Robin Hilton, who played the mayor's busty secretary in Blazing Saddles.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Look, she was a busty secretary.
She was a busty secretary. And that's, I don't want to say that's why Blazing Saddles man, what's his name?
Mel Brooks?
Mel Brooks. That's not
Melton
why
Brooks.
Mel Busting Saddles Brooks hired her, but it could have been an advantage.
It was a bonus. He realised he hired her on strength of her voice alone because it was good.
Yeah.
And then he took one look at her and he said a line out of an Andy Sedaris movie.
He took one look at her and was like, you know what? I'm going to change this character so it's no longer a medieval knight. Instead.
In fact, I'm going to change the whole movie.
It's a Western now.
Pew pew.
Slim Pickens is like, what? Well, this ain't the period costume drama I signed up for. And he wandered off.
Well, this ain't a darn-tootin' medieval mystery. Get out of here, Slim Pickens. You're insane. You're literally insane.
I signed up for the name of the rose, motherfucker. So, now I hate resorting to IMDb trivia for info on this podcast.
However,
it's an unattributed, sourceless wasteland. But I have to include this because even though I can't back it up or find out anything more about this, it makes sense and it totally checks out.
Okay.
The roles of the bodybuilder goons were originally going to be played by the Barbarian brothers from the Barbarians.
I think even if it isn't true, it is true.
It is. It totally makes all of the sense that there is. However, it continues, on the first day of shooting, and it still checks out, the Barbarian brothers did not show up. They had forgotten what day the shoot started and went to choir practice instead. And Sedaris recast them the next day. Still completely checking out.
Still believable, and it says something true about them and the whole industry. It's like the it's like the Continental in John Wick. Just this underbelly, this lore that we the mortals are only privy to.
Yeah, yeah. The lore of burly men.
What a life. Trying to think who the other Playboy bunnies were.
It doesn't add up. That's what's maddening about this whole thing.
Oh, I'm sure. It was the two girls next door. Oh.
Two girls next door, cop lady, busty racetrack girl. Although maybe not. She might actually have been just a busty actor.
Well, there were two racetrack girls.
There was
busty one,
raced,
and then there was
photographer.
Driver, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there was. Oh my god, yes, okay.
There we go.
There's a lot of busty ladies in this. It's like if Russ Meyer hadn't retired into disgrace. He wasn't disgraced when he retired. He retired so that he could disgrace himself, did Russ Meyer. And just, continued on into the 80s. And it's wonderful. Not much in the way of legitimate reviews, but the Grindhouse Cinema Database says, despite the tongue-in-cheek humor, there's a certain right-wing chauvinism to the writer-producer-director's cocktail of hard bodies, heavy artillery, and expensive automobiles that seems as vulgarly dated now as the bleach blonde mullets and frizzy perms that the actresses sport, in quotation. Andy Sedaris is indeed the Hugh Hefner of low-budget action movies. Yeah. I like the idea of making fun of this movie for chauvinism and then putting actresses in quotation marks.
Yeah, I know. Nice. Well, a different breed altogether. Film critics allowed to do what they want.
Oh, they're maverick.
Call someone a horsey X model. Docs a female.
Wait a minute. Roger Ebert, get out of here.
Also, this reviewer didn't factor in sporting trends in Australia or in the UK because mullets are back. They're apparently here to stay. It doesn't matter. Everyone can just go fuck themselves and die.
Excellent. Well, wonderful. This is a very good trend, and I'm glad that that's the part of this review that aged poorly. Meanwhile,
you come here for the hot takes, for the left, the curveballs at OGT.
Oh, mullet's left wing. Oh God, what a disastrous turn of affairs for all of us. Oh Christ. Well, public meanwhile thought it didn't have to be good, just fast.
Fuck yeah.
Eda Mike over IMDb says stands as a record of a more ignorant and yet more laid back time. Now, are those two things synonymous?
I mean, the ignorant are surely allowed to get away with their ignorance more in a laid-back time. In a society that is more laissez-faire, if somebody's ignorant, you just go, he's free to die in a pit of filth. I hate him so much.
I have just remembered the January, whatever date it was, 6th things.
Oh,
and
yeah.
remembered that, actually, you can be not laid back and ignorant. I'd rather you be laid back and ignorant. Let's all just chill out. I feel like if you're dumb or smart, if you're just more laid back, you're less likely to storm the Capitol. Yeah,
I feel like it's more of a Venn diagram rather than a correlation. There's a bunch of ignorant and de-ignorant people using who are laid back, and I guess there's a sweet window of knowledge or non-knowledge that allows for that, and too much knowledge or too little, and you're anyone's. Your game, mate.
Enough knowledge to know that you don't know everything, but also enough stupidity to not be upset about that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
to look at other people, other smart people, and go, "Wow, that seems tiring."
And then you become Cody Abilene or whatever his name was.
The hero we need.
The hero we all needed. Couple of interesting two-men, hey, but no three-men. We are getting Sybil Danning closer though, and something tells me she might come back at some stage.
Yay.
So long as I have some control over this programming here.
And have established that you do.
The film has 4.8 on IMDb, 86% on Google. Yeah, the only platforms that Andy Sedaris would give a fuck about anyway. So, Paul, Yuki Masabi.
Tits.
You'd help any woman in distress, wouldn't you?
Oh, you know I would. And I want to help all the women out there just by explaining that my tits there was a reference to a line, not just me wantonly dropping the word titties.
For shock
as I do
value.
on the daily. Off mic. On mic.
Out of here, Ricky Gervais.
I'm even more of a gentleman. It's just a word, Paul. Doesn't mean anything. Except it does.
It's all abstract. As are other people's feelings.
When you're a psychopath, anything can be abstract.
Anything's possible when you're a psychopath. Oh, God, Matthew Broderick's back. Well, speaking of psychopaths, the movie starts with Freddy Krueger loading the credits onto her Atari. And it occurs to me, even the credits are a beautiful woman.
That was actually the 28th Playboy bunny used in the filming. 10 of them were used to lay the road of bones that they raced the cars over.
Jesus. It was a really rough shoot. But yeah, we meet the greatest man ever. Mustache first.
Mustache forms a shadow that darkens our world. And then
dramatic entrance.
And then in comes Cody Abilene. He's a big man with a big tash, and he's got a big gun with a big attachment. And
he keeps his gun in a fur-skinned briefcase. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. And I have misconceptions about what this film's going to be like. And he goes in and he goes, load at the target, make it move bigly to suit me. Big star.
Yeah.
And he misses every shot.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Don't quit your day job, buddy, as a PI, mustache owner, and sex haver. Those two are very closely related in general. Certainly in the 80s they were.
Oh boy, you better bet. There's a lot of bluegrass playing. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God. It's so good.
Two minutes into the film, as I'm already reeling, Cody Abilene takes out a dictaphone and goes, "Hey, this dictaphone makes everything sound like it was recorded in a booth, so I can't think of anything better than to relay my story and my opinions on this as I drive."
Because even though there's a fair amount of visual storytelling on display, very much like Hitchcock, Andy Sedaris is going to reinforce his visual storytelling by having Mustache explain everything into a dictaphone.
I'm just testing my new little tape recorder I got. They say all private investigators need one so they can keep a record of their daily routines. I hope my days are never routine. Like today, I went out and watched my old friend June Knockers, spelled with an H, test her race car. God, she's got some great moves. Started at the pistol range. I went over and hit the target. At least I hit the board that held the target.
But not necessarily, only 50% of the time important plot points. Sometimes
he'll make sure you're caught up, you know.
Oh boy, I hate drinking milk. Tell you what.
Look at her. She sure is good. Anyway, we do experience our first set of boobs, though. Dynamite.
What do you think, Cody?
They're dynamite.
Dynamite.
Dynamite. But after visiting some boobs, he goes back to his excellent yacht moorings with a hilarious entrance to it, themed around his mother's death. And yeah, it's his daddy's yacht where he lives. And the dad is off fucking an entire crew of women in the middle of the ocean, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh no! We get our next set of boobs and butt because Magnum takes a shower. But whilst he's in there, 2 babes break into his yacht to have sex with him. Happens
What a
all
nightmare.
the time. Oh no, not again.
Does happen all the time to this guy. He's amazing. As long as he doesn't have to shoot anyone.
Yeah.
Or fight or do anything manly. He's a weekend warrior basically, Paul.
Oh no, the McNamara's would hate this guy.
McNamara's, that's it. I was going to call them the Dragon Twins.
Well, rightly so.
Actually, could you call us the Dragon Twins? No.
They're going to kick my ass now. Oh god.
In a film. We're going to write you in.
Fuck all that. Sybil Downing bursts into the movie.
Holy
For
shit,
a
here she
powerful
is.
edit. Here she fucking is. She's visiting Harry Dean Dalton, who's in the same yacht club as Magnum Mustache, our main character. And he's worried that the Russians are stealing computer secrets. What movie is this? Home Alone 3.
Computer secrets as well.
Lady Chamberlain is involved somehow, so go and infiltrate her manor.
God.
Jesus. Take
There'll be
Magnum with you. Take this douchebag I live near with you.
I laughed at a thing he said back then, so here we go. I think he's perfect for this. No, well, why can't I do it? Well, we know why you can't do it. Just look at you. Look at your love. You're Sybil fucking Downing.
Sybil fucking Downing, motherfucker. Turns out she's going to have done so much. Meanwhile, back at the boobs, the 2 neighbours are tussling around and giggling, doing all the things that women tend to do when they're alone and naked together, which is always, I bet.
Always, probably, yeah. Smearing each other in chocolate.
Cleaning up the chocolate. That's why they spend so long in the bathroom, am I right, 90s comedians?
Am I right? 90s comedians and men from now.
All men from now are 90s comedians. It's a sorry state of affairs. So, yeah, Magnum sets out to meet Downing, who nearly gets dressed for their date.
She brought her own clothes, but Andy Sedaris had other ideas. Found some gauze.
Suit of armour. Oh, God.
I could have sworn this was a fucking medieval drama. No, that was Blazing Saddles, and this is a completely different joke.
Oh, shit.
God, I'm confused. So Sybil Downing.
God, I don't know what joke I'm in anymore. So, yes, Mustache is involved with the caper now, and he'll drive his DeLorean straight over to Bel Air if the playmates next door will stop bothering him for sex. Ah, the Reagan era.
Bloody hell, I'm sick of it, mate. Sick of being told how great I am at sex. At this point, does some hillbillies turn up?
Yes, the Buffingtons show up at this stage.
Yep.
I'm heading up to Bel Air now and... Oh, no. Not the Buffington family.
We got you now, boy. We're going to tear you a new butt. Yeah.
With what?
With my son's little white Pontiac over there.
Yeah. With that little thing? The sports car is gonna eat you up.
You think your car's fast. Wait till you see what this one...
30 years ago at Charlotte, my daddy beat old P.L. Buffington here in a stock car race. He's been mad at our whole family ever since.
There's a drag race in which he loses because I fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't just lose, he totals his car as well.
Yeah.
I'll never get to 88 miles an hour now.
I won't be able to go back to a time when this look worked.
What time is that, Mr. McNamara? You're not Mr. McNamara. It just feels
Thank
like
fuck.
he is.
We know you're not Mr. McNamara, either one. And I tell you what,
Third
Paul,
McNamara.
the lie in that joke was that look never went out of fashion. It's
Shit,
it's
son.
mint.
Hang on a
Timeless.
minute. Your mustache falls off revealing a larger mustache, and it's you. That explains it.
Damn it.
Oh, Christ. Yes, so he gets a new car and heads over to Lady Chamberlain's house so that he can help Sybil Downing to find out what happened to the microchips the computer secrets that the Russians have stolen.
Yeah.
And we meet a lot of characters there.
Oh, we meet a heck of a lot of characters, Paul. Not least of
Yes.
all, Julie Haggerty, Lady Chamberlain.
Julie Haggerty is very good. What did I have her as? Vanessa Redgrave. No, she's Julie Haggerty. That's absolutely who she
You're
is.
Julie Haggerty now, mate.
You're Julie Haggerty, love. There's Shane, the waiter, who I thought looked like a buff Eamonn Holmes.
Buffman Holmes.
Buffman Holmes. Peter Lorre, the cuck. His wife, Christina Applegate, Christina Banana Gate, who's
Hey,
having it off
more
with
like-
Buff Eamonn Holmes, by the way.
Oh.
Margo Kidding?
Margo.
Margo Fuck-yer-self.
There we go. We came up with the first. Fuck you, Ben Affleck. And instigators of that plot.
This film was set before Argo, therefore. Wasn't set before. Yeah, I think it was. No, it wasn't. Anyway. It was made. It was made before. Therefore, the joke that we made on it is original.
Phew, got out of that one.
Anyway, we've met all the family. Anyway, enough of this Agatha Christie shit. It's time to head for the gym to I fuck everyone.
Right, have I got my workout gear? Yes. Do I have a can of beer? Yes. All right.
And a piece of exercise equipment to lean on whilst I stare at all the women.
It's a good thing ladies love this specific thing, because he's doing very well. He's macking on to a cop. Oh, they don't give you any time off, do they? Except for blowies.
Yeah, Buff Eamonn goes and has some eventually consensual sex with Margo Kidding. Margo Fuck-yer-self.
I mean, that's the 80s way.
That was the 80s way. And he managed to get a sneaky picture of the two of them using his very discreet 80s camera.
Whoa, where did that come from?
I never would have seen that. So, he's not done, though. He bloody goes off and has a go at Banana Gate as well. And activates a super discreet 80s camcorder. A 10-man crew.
Oh, hang on, love. Gotta rewind it.
John, can I get a bit more light? A bit more light, John.
Can we get a fluffer in here? Don't need a fluffer. We don't need one!
All right, mate. Get the fluffer. Yeah, go fuck... nope. Yeah, Margo Fuck-yer-self takes...
Go fuck yourself, mate. Oh.
End of podcast. Margo Fuck-yer-self takes Magnum to meet evil businessman and his posse of enforcers, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, actually.
Yeah.
Great.
Ringus,
Formerly
Dingus,
the Barbarian Twins.
Fingers. Yeah.
Yes, and he sends his stacked goons after mustaches, but don't worry. You saw the strength of that mustache. Magnum's going to be, oh shit, they beat the shit out of him and took his car.
Beat the fuck out of him, and the head of that little gang of cronies, Ray Winston.
Yeah. Yes.
Does a scream as he leaves.
The odd one out.
Unsettling. Yeah. Yeah, Ray Winston in King Arthur.
Oh, Christ. Ray Winston is Beowulf. Yeah, fortunately, he can just walk out of frame and find an attractive woman to help him out, so he's fine. He'll get a new car.
Yeah. He's all right. Look, he's got one already. Look.
Yeah. There is a potentially uncomfortable moment where he follows Peter Lorre-Cuck to a drag club.
Yeah.
Where it's revealed he's a drag performer. But fortunately, he turns out to be kind of a badass who stands up to Buff Eamonn Holmes and doesn't give a single fuck about anything that's going on.
Yeah.
He's kind of my hero.
Yeah. And he looks amazing. And as Cody Abilene points out, looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Great
So
legs.
he's cool with it as well.
I don't believe this one. Stuart has just turned into the most gorgeous woman.
Love that dress.
Thank you. Like, huh?
Yeah, you great legs. Love it.
Thank you. What a day I had. Let
Really?
me tell you about it. Come on.
Tell me.
I knew he was different, but wow.
It's
So-
all very positive, I think. But we'll see.
And Nell comes in and sees I'm watching this movie with headphones on. And I go, no, it's actually, I think it's pretty cool and kind of self-effacing. And then it turned to somebody with big oiled up breasts.
Yeah. Big Brazz's butt sticking in your face. There's a party, and Sybil Downing is here in a scarf that is charitably described as a dress. I have no complaints. Donald Trump is also here to collect money from Buff Eamonn. How did you know I was here? We run the catering service. It's not as intimidating as you think, mate. How did you get in here? Clean the toilets.
I had to suck off a guard. Wait, I'm the guard. That's true.
Right.
That's true, and I know your secret, big cock.
No, I can't have this getting out.
So you see I'm in a real bind. I'll do anything to get out of it.
So Buff Eamonn's in a bind, yes, because it's the guy he sucked off. And he's trying to blackmail the family for the money, using all of the sex footage he's managed to collect on almost the entire household. But the problem is they're all so fucked up / awesome, it's kind of hard to blackmail anyone. Was anyone else here fucking this guy? And like everybody sheepishly puts their hands up.
Yeah. Didn't think this all the way through. I came up with the first step. Just fuck everyone.
Fuck everyone, ? Profit. The Andy Sedaris method. Oh, God. Yeah. So it doesn't matter, though, because somebody stabs him in the fucking stomach.
He's
but
fine,
oh, shit.
yeah.
He manages to take a picture of his killer with a very discreet 80s camera.
Where did they get these from? Japan?
They're so small. Here, I'm going to steal it. In his dying moments, he twirls about with his TV and jumps for a window. It's an Irish thing.
As we all wish we could. Die the way you live, mate.
Die the way you live.
Cody Abilene just opens his mouth and Judy Haggerty shakes her head.
Julie Haggerty's just in the pool and just hears off screen. Morning, Shane.
Shane, could you get that?
Speaking of which, the next day, Danning and Mustaches are hanging about the pool when they find his dead body. Oh no, they make out.
Yeah. Oh well. Just
oh dear. He does get the film roll though, the one that has the picture of the killer on it, and he calls another one of his contacts, a lady at the phone sex company who also controls every phone.
Really enjoy being on me. My nipples are even hard just talking to you.
Get on the horn and get the police over here to the Chamberlain house as soon as possible. It's a homicide.
God, I wish you could come through this phone right now.
Yeah, look, just call the police, all right? I'll talk to you later.
tell you, mate, it's John Wick.
It is John Wick.
But
it's
instead of everybody wanting to kill John Wick, everyone wants to suck his balls.
God, be seeing you.
And then I'll take it off, and then I'll run my tongue. She's busy.
Hello, I'm trying to get services. Oh God,
aren't you John Wick? What? Who's John Wick? Fuck, I'm so sorry. What are you wearing?
Do you look like Keanu Reeves? A little bit. Everyone does in this world. It's a beautiful world. Magnum meets with his sexy cop from the gym. Here are the nicknames. Kabimbo? That's not very nice.
No. Sharon Bones.
Turner and Cooch? That's worse. Much worse.
Worse, arguably.
You know how...
Unless that's referring to the men.
Maybe. You know how Dirty Harry's full name is Harry Callahan?
Oh, yeah.
Harry Salian?
That's a thing.
That's kind of clean.
That's clean. That's wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll call a working police officer lady.
Oh yeah, police officer person who happens to be a gorgeous lady with massive.
Police officer person, gorgeous lady. Well, they.
They get together so that he can make use of her contacts and get to the bottom of this mystery. Now they fuck.
Yeah. And now he really makes use of her contacts.
So to speak. Whoa, hey. Uh-oh. But that does allow him to find Eamonn Holmes' sketchy but very discreet filming operation.
There's a fucking satellite spinning in the middle of his room.
How did they get the upper hand? Some bad guys attack, and our guy tries to shoot him, but he sucks. So
he tries.
There's a Playboy bunny here who's much more competent than he is, so she shoots them.
Just after he's done yelling, "Quick, get out of the way!" and then missing them. So she takes down them all, and there is a very good payoff for that whole scene later. I don't know if you caught it with somebody going, "Be careful, this guy took out."
Yeah, I love that. That's actually one of my quick fires that they gave it the benefit of the doubt because they were such sexists. They assumed that he must have done it, and not the gorgeous woman he was porking. Oh God, amazing. So yes, he races the Buffingtons again and fucks up another car. Just might as well mention that.
Who is this man? He's amazing.
He decides what is life, and he decides to go home for the first time in months. And the two sexy neighbours have just been waiting there in their underwear, patiently waiting for him.
Having to clean off and reapply fresh chocolate. So many times. Do you know how hard it is? The stress it puts on our skins, our young skins.
You don't know the horrors I've been through. You ever tried to clean stale chocolate off your best mate's tits? I didn't think so.
Don't know you were born, son. Anyway, we're here still, if you want us.
But they better watch out, though, because Peter, Paul, and Ringo are here to kill them. One at a time, they're going to come in. And after an awkward but amazing encounter, they escape.
It's very good. He shoots Ray Winston's ear.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. As a warning.
Oh, fuck it out.
Son. Oh, me fucking ear. Me fucking ear.
A warning to the other ear. Oh, it hurts worse than when I've got my babe rabbiting on in it. Couldn't remember. I couldn't gear shift to Cockney quick enough. I'm too busy in the Malibu Express.
Too busy with that pitch perfect Malibu accent that we've been
I've been exporting this entire
Oh my God, fucking Malibu. Am I right?
According to the head bad guy, yes. That's exactly how Malibu folk talk. Oh, Christ. So, yes, having accomplished nothing, they get away in that caddy, though. Ooh, damn.
Ooh. Caddy's another word for bum.
He speaks to Detective Salihan, the hot cop, and then his hot phone operator girlfriend,
Yes.
all whilst trying to ignore those two hot topless neighbors he has, and then manages to get his hot race car girlfriend to set up a date with a female photographer. I wonder what she'll be like.
Oh, God. And it's amazing that the race car friend's even doing this stuff for him, because at the beginning of the movie, when he said goodbye to them, he gave her a good, a nice kiss on the lips, and then he turned around and Frenched the lady next to her, clearly showing that he was more into her.
Yeah.
But just, getting back into a car together.
You can't resist this fucking guy.
Can't.
Tom, Dick, and Harry unfortunately attack whilst they're trying to get this film developed. Almost immediately, he just gets a picture of the killer and then spends the whole movie trying to get developed whilst hot women and assassins come after him.
And he gets through it about as scathed as you'd like.
They injure Detective Salihan, Harry Salihan, and we get a lighthearted tit joke, and then a child is murdered.
Yeah. Oh well. Quick.
Whoops.
Then a running joke is established for me that the two other goons are kind of horrified that Ray Winston likes to shoot so much.
They just really are not on board with him and his methods.
Damn it! Take you just don't believe it! You're just gonna friggin' kid! This son of a bitch is a madman!
I like being muscly, all right?
The bad guys get into a helicopter and chase after our heroes in a race car, and the race car girlfriend gets turned on and keeps trying to sleep with him. Is that kid really dead? I'm trying to enjoy the antics, but
just to reiterate, it is hard to get it up after that kid was shot in the chest.
Oh, you're all talk. That Malibu accent. So yeah, there's a chase through the desert on a car with no name, where the music winds down way before the chase does.
That's genius, mate. Roger Deakins, spitting feathers.
They managed to beat the bad guys using awkward editing and boobs, which included hitting a guy, sending him flying through the air, and having him land on a grenade he had in his pocket and exploding.
Yeah, and then there was a line, I told him he shouldn't...
Carry live grenades.
Yeah.
He should cool it with the grenades.
But was that mentioned in the movie?
Yes, he earlier on he tried to get a grenade out, and Peter or Paul grabbed his hand and was like, "No, man."
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
so
man.
He did
bring
have
a bank vault.
It's not a good way to get out of here.
I want my money. I want my Malibu money.
Get out of my way, you bum, babe. Oh god, yeah. Cop lady's fine, by the way. Everyone who gets shot in this is fine. The guy who blew up with a grenade is fine. He'll show up at a hospital later, except the kid.
Except for that kid, he's dead. And,
he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was 5 days away from retirement.
As a kid.
They also they also got a lift from the Winnebago couple from one of the Texas Chainsaws. Which one? Oh, fucking.
I don't care.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bring that shit in here.
He fucks her and then is very, very vocal about her massive boobs.
Yeah. I think that actually is Andy Sedaris, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. In my head, he just looked like Andy Dick. So
we can all hope.
This changes everything.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, yeah. He goes to Guy Business Evil's place, where he's having a dance party with several sexy ladies. These are my clients. The one over there is, with the pointy boobs is the Minister for Agriculture.
Which country? I don't know. This is America.
All of them. Margo Fuck-yer-self is also here. Remember her? And our nickname has made her much more memorable than the movie did.
Yeah. Well, she's got a big part to play, Paul, because Mustache says she did it. And to prove it, look, she brings out an old stocking from his pocket.
If I put this stocking over her face and then bring out this picture, you can clearly see that it's obviously fucking her. There's no need for this stocking.
Or so you think.
Anyway.
Because it's dictaphone time. And,
shit.
And Cody Abilene has a bit of exposition to give us from the studio.
Both Liza and Jonathan were arrested. Case closed, right? Not so. I'd made a mistake. The next morning, I invited everyone involved to meet me on my boat.
It's time to unravel this whole... Oh shit, it's the Bilkingtons back. Yeah, we need to solve this murder, but fuck it, let's wrap up this inexplicable racing subplot. But he's ahead of them this time because he's put rockets in his car?
Put rockets in his car, which is cheating according to them for some reason. Just because they're lunatics. And this is the next time that Nell comes in and sees me watching this on my headphones. And she looks at me as if to say, "What?" And I laugh and I cry. and I say, I think we should get married. And she says no.
Does that mean we're broken up? No.
Yeah. Then she left. She went back out to finish brushing her teeth. Love that.
Hours at that. Wonderful, wonderful woman. Speaking of wonderful woman, he calls his phone sex woman again, who seems capable of organising all of the main characters to be on a boat so he can do his Poirot bit. Oh, God.
She drove that boat. She went and picked every single one of them. Falls up.
All us doing filthy talk and boat metaphors the whole time. That's what I meant in the quickfire about the boat sex jokes. I couldn't remember who does them, but obviously it's the fucking phone operator who is often dressed appropriately for the situation that our main character finds himself in. What is this universe? I love it.
Oh, I want to be in it all the time.
I do. I want to live here. But it turns out that Sybil Downing did it and then fled.
Yeah, but she did it for good reasons.
Yes, and she managed to do it thanks to the simple application of a fake wax face and a ridiculous plan. And yeah, she did it to protect this family of weirdos.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Which I
tell you
can
what,
get behind.
Yeah. Guy Business Evil is still evil.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so he's in jail for selling secrets to the Russians like Donald Trump did. And yeah, we get a montage of all the boobs we've seen so far intercut with our hero's fetching smile.
Aww.
A fine-ass country song plays, and I long for this to be the franchise. And that's the end. An Andy Sedaris film.
Yeah, he comes out Lars von Trier style, but he doesn't say anything. He just jiggles his butt.
Oh shit, he had the big juicy Brazzers butt the whole time.
And now there's something for the ladies. Malibu style.
Oh Christ. So that was Malibu Express.
Yeah.
Mate, what'd you think of that?
Oh, I thought that was fun and awesome. And I feel great.
I had a lot of fun.
Oh God, yeah.
Really didn't drag at all. Just constantly weird shit going on.
Yeah. Going into it, I thought I had an idea of what this film was going to be. And it's what everybody imagines this film is going to be, I expect. And usually, every other time you watch something like this, you'd be correct in thinking that's what this movie was going to be like. I'm not conjugating my verbs properly, which is just how much I love this film. Because straight away, you know, he drives away in the car and the camera goes, here are some butts. Look at them butts. And then he goes off to the shooting range and doesn't hit the target. And it's just that all the time. So it is very tongue-in-cheek. And it feels so self-effacing having a hero that is a kind of... He has a bit of that Inspector Gadget or Hong Kong Phooey. Well, like I guess there are other like actual classic. Like
he's Philip Marlowe. He's totally Philip Marlowe. He's bad at most things, constantly down on his luck, but women find him irresistible. Yeah.
But he does also have a brilliant inquisitive mind at the end of the movie.
Yes, like Marlowe.
There we go. So yeah, it is very endearing and it's very engaging, even though the universe that he occupies is a 13-year-old's wet dream.
Yes.
the guy himself is so fucking charming. And the fact that, I don't know if this was just my cut and you get a special version for the DVD, Paul, but I didn't have any actual nudity. It was just everyone was scantily clad.
I got a lot of fucking nudity, my man.
A lot of nips?
Yeah.
Okay.
You really didn't get any nips?
No, everyone had bikinis on.
That terrifies me. I have no idea how you would go about editing this movie to not have tits in it.
Was there a different?
Was there a moment where some guy says this car is the tits, and then she says, no, these are the tits, and pulls her top off? Oh my God!
I tell you, this car is tits. This car's tits.
Oh yeah? Well, if that car's tits, then what are these?
I had that moment, but
she showed her bare breasts.
I don't remember the bare breasts.
Hang on a minute. This has got to be investigated, my man. What about the car chase?
It was very weirdly cut.
Oh no! She was constantly topless in the car chase.
I think that she was whenever she was in, there were shots of her in the car, she was nearly fully clothed.
That's insane. How did you watch this? Where was this version?
YouTube.
Okay. Shit, I should have found you a dodgier link. I'm just gonna find the car chase moment.
Well, how long is the actual copy?
1 hour 41.
Okay, mine's 1 hour 30.
They cut out 11 minutes of
Oh Oh, it's amazing.
Oh my god, I want to watch this whole movie again with you. Let me just see if I can find the car thing without getting every virus in the world. Oh, here we go. I'm going to share screen.
Okay.
This is like the whole car chase.
Oh, wow. But
she's just like constantly trying to have sex with him whilst they're coming after them with the helicopter.
I'm pretty sure I had that, but she was wearing clothes, so they must have had like
CGI clothes on,
or they reshot it so that,
or they made a TV version. Oh my god, that's amazing!
That's incredible. Because the version I watched felt quite innocent.
So you didn't get the shower scene either.
I mean, I may have gotten a weird version of the shower scene. I can't tell you.
That's there.
Oh no, I didn't get that one.
Okay, well this is fantastic news because this means this movie held up and kept you engaged without constant boobs in it. 11 minutes is amazing.
But
that's ridiculous.
And I mean, that's the thing. I think that you'd be able to tell, and I think you and I would have those caveats when going into a movie like this of, this is just boobs and nothing else. But I don't know what it is, but yeah, Andy Sedaris style really did just bring something.
It really
different.
worked because here's the thing: I did get constant boobs, but the movie is exploitation in as much as it is just giving you exactly what you expect constantly. But the thing is, you're absolutely right. There is a charm to this. There is an incredible sense of charm because everybody seems to be having fun.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing miserable about the nudity in this. It's not like Trip with Teacher, some kind of grisly, sort of horrible situation.
Ugh.
Everything's just a laugh. And even the bad guys are ridiculous. And you're right, it feels like a 13-year-old's fantasy, and there's just something so incredibly charming about it.
Mm.
And, oh my god. A brief note on production. Andy Sedaris' son, Christian Jew Sedaris, is in the movie as the kid who gets shot.
Okay.
And his wife and usual producing partner, Arlene Sedaris, is also in the party scene. And she would go on to become, the producer of like all of his movies. So it's a family industry, this fucking thing. And there was a clip I will sample about him talking about the nudity in Sedaris' films. Here.
Before we get to any more fun stuff, a lot of women that I've talked to don't like the idea that there are women that don't have all their clothes on in films. They think it's exploitive of women. They think it's something that shouldn't be done. And what is your answer to that?
Well, I don't know why they think it shouldn't be done. These are some of the most beautiful women with the most beautiful bodies in the world. And if there's no problem with showing nudity at the Louvre, I don't see why there's a problem showing nudity on film. And the day I walk into a room and a man can't say you have great legs, I will be a very sorry feminist.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Andy Sedaris' wife. Nevertheless, I'm going to say that this movie is a big laugh.
It really is. And
the women are also competent. Like, weirdly competent at what they do. They're good at shooting. They're good at driving. They're good at, in the next movie, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, which is the only one I've actually seen before this.
Okay.
Two PIs who are also plane pilots. They're good at flying planes and being PIs.
Okay.
Our main guy is rubbish at everything. It's just really charming.
Yeah, and it could be seen as, I don't know, like you could make a very stingy sort of argument that it's lip service because obviously there's still all the exploitation.
Yes. No, absolutely. Look, nobody's going to be able to hold this up as a feminist masterpiece.
No.
It is a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
And if this still represented the totality of representation of women on screen, then we'd have a massive problem. But as a relic of its time and just a bit of fun, I think it's quite entertaining.
I think so.
I know it's a good laugh. And a lot of the comedy comes from how ridiculous it is that the women are naked. And I feel like the movie definitely knows that.
Mm.
I think it's self-aware.
I think so. I definitely got self-awareness from this. Andy Sedaris isn't a Neil Breen or a Tommy Wiseau.
No, he knows what he's making, along with his wife and son.
There's a lot of freedom there because of what's his name? Is it Stan, the brother who is who's a drag queen?
Yes, and I really thought that character was going to be just a chance to sort of drag on gay guys, but it's really, really quite.
Yeah, he's a pretty powerful character.
He's not in it much, but when he is, you really like the guy. He's very charming.
Yeah, very much so. And the lead guy likes him as well. It's all there's a fluidity to it all, which is kind of
whatever you're
as
into.
Well. Yeah.
It's kind of an intoxicating universe, and I kind of do want to watch the other 11 Andy Sedaris Girls, Guns, and G-String movies just to see how consistent that is.
Yeah, I absolutely want to watch them. I have to I have to rewatch this in its entirety as well, just so everybody knows
just to be
how
safe.
Shamefully turned on I was.
Yes, you'll have to watch the boob cut that there is.
Release the boob cut. It's been released, Paul. DVDs.
Get all up in it.
Yeah, but release it.
Let's quickfire some of the best boobs.
Okay.
Because imagine if this was someone's first experience of this podcast.
And it's going to be someone's, I'm sure.
It's absolutely going to be someone's. Welcome. And we always comment on how good the boobs are. And we score a movie out of cups. Oh god, that feels real. I feel like somebody does that out there. As soon as I said that, I was like, someone does that.
That's gross. Let's not even joke about it, but we will joke about it.
Yeah, we'll joke about it a bit. And these, quickfire. Quickfire.
All the bluegrass stuff, the music, intro, the hillbilly drag racing. That's also drag racing side story. Just great. I just love that it was in there. It really made me laugh, and it just really tickled me. I just said the same. I just tautology there.
You've hit on a couple of things there. One of them was that one of the Budgingtons, or whatever the hell their name is, has a great line where he totals the car, and the dad is like, "Did you wreck the car? Did you wreck the car?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, it was worth it, boy. It was worth it."
Don't it hurt the car? Yeah! Runs like hell for 20 seconds, then it all blows back. It was worth it. That's right, we agree to you, Cody.
Amazing. And then, yes, in terms of music, I've got a lot of points on the music. I love the sex music when Shane is having sex with someone. I can't remember who. It's the person I call Christina Applegate. So that's the wife. That's the wife of the gay guy that she's regularly having sex with him. And yeah, the sex music was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're the greatest, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it.
Music during the racetrack gunfight was very good. And finally, the final country song, which includes such amazing lyrics as,
"So don't ever think the cowboys are all gone, 'cause there's always one around to prove you wrong. There'll always be cowboys in the world. You might be buying him drinks while he's stealing your girl."
Oh, girl.
Yeah, best dame.
That final song was very much and now Cody's finished the film and he's going to Hawaii to meet Sybil Danning.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. I love a song that
very
sings
much.
what's happening in the movie.
Yeah.
Like Snake Eyes.
Oh, yeah. Snake Eyes! You know that song. We all know it. Everybody.
He's Nicolas Cage and he's got a gun.
Watch out, criminals, because Nick Cage is running after
Oh shit, Gary Sinise, breakdown.
My name is Gary.
My name is Gary.
Don't you tarry.
That's it.
Oh fuck, Ray Winston. I put down as Russell Crowe in my quickfires.
Oh okay, yes, that's good.
So when they have their little fight with Cody, and he takes off his top and goes, "These hands are loaded weapons," or whatever he says.
Yeah.
And then the two buff dudes take off their tops, and he goes, "Ah, shit!" And it's kind of, it's fun again. It's self-effacing.
Yeah.
And it's fun, which is also fun. And then they beat the shit out of him, and then as Cody's walking off, Russell Winston just goes, "Yeah!" And it's such a crazed war cry. So it's so primal. It's really intimidating.
You know,
the madman on a train,
It really does make such a big difference that he's so rubbish at so many things, our main character. If you took this out and put in a standard, like, Hollywood leading male kind of role of just constantly right about everything and great at fighting and, all the kind of man that McNamara's wanted to be, it would be just way less innocent feeling.
Yeah.
Way less funny. And I feel like that would make it much harder to take.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And also, no stakes. If in minute 5 the McNamaras are already beating up the dudes that bullied them in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, in an awkward fight scene. Okay, let's talk about some guns. We talked about the girls, now let's talk about the guns. He carries a Dan Wesson Model 15 VH revolver, which is very interesting. You don't see that in movies a lot. It's a .357. He calls it a .44, but, it's kind of cute. He doesn't know what kind of gun he's got.
Yeah.
And at one point, a high-standard Model 10A automatic shotgun gets deployed, which is, again, not a gun you see very often in movies, and an automatic shotgun is a pretty cool little thing. So there's your gun bits.
Gun corner.
From this blokey podcast, I guess.
That was Paul Stott's gun corner, everybody.
He's a complex man. Scary. I don't like it.
Scary like a screaming Ray Winston in your face.
Prefer when he talks about cheeseburgers.
But only mildly.
Only slightly less dangerous.
Being of that, I'm going to talk about Shane.
Okay. Oh, fuck yeah, Shane.
When he's done macking on, I think it's Christina Bananagate. And she goes,
what did a guy like you do in jail?
Ate a lot of furniture, baby.
It's just such a weird line. I don't know. Fucked a hole in my mattress.
I do have Shane's body as a quick fire because, my God.
Oh,
fucking dude.
He's a big dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized what I meant by when I wrote that. Yes, he's a big dude. He's got a good body. But I also meant his dead body because it's sprawled out on the floor like in a Family Guy style pose, having thrown himself through the window.
Oh, God.
It's very good.
His death was kind of sad because it was just so lonely and miserable.
Yeah, it was, considering what a great life he lived.
Yeah, there was
just fucking everyone and blackmailing him.
Including fucking the brother, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's heavily implied.
Yeah. What a fucking weird, cool film.
Speaking of extras, let me finish off my extra stuff.
All right.
Who is it who says...
See to it that his ass leaves these premises.
Yeah, and the rest of his body, too.
I think it must be Dr. Business Evil.
Yeah, it's Evil McDougal, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. New York guy I've written. I think it is Ray Winston, who at one point just says, I just want to talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you, why don't you pull over for a sec? I gotta talk to you.
Yeah, and fucking also on extras, just the guy, the Stewart is his name, the gay one. Any man who negotiates his own blackmail while still applying his makeup and wig that he looks fucking great in is just a badass in my book.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need 30 big ones right away. Why, that's blackmail. How would you like to go back to prison for another 5 years? Suppose I were to take this threat seriously, which I don't for a minute. To whom would I entrust the money?
How much do you want? It's just, oh my God, you're so cool.
Fucking power move.
There's also a moment where a man pulls a knife on a man that he already has a gun on. I can't remember where that is, but he's got a gun on him and he just pulls out a knife.
That was the guy who's chasing Shane for his money.
Right.
Switches out the gun for the flick knife. The gun's still pointing at his gut, but it's really secondary. It's more important that he's got the knife out. He goes, now you get it up, meaning the money, or I'm going to cut your fucking face.
Oh God, my last extra I loved was the three guys who break into the boat when one of them's been chased off by mustaches. One of them stays behind to like search the place and sort of hassle the girls a bit, and he just keeps saying, "Where is it, man? I'm trying to find it. It pisses me off." And he keeps saying, "It pisses me off."
I want that film. Where's that film at? I know it's in there somewhere. Damn it. That pisses me off. Where's it? Damn film.
And then he turns to the women and says, "You
sure you don't know where that film's at?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You better not be holding out on me. I'll tell you right now, because that pisses me off.
Yeah, that was one of mine as well.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So good.
Really funny. Really funny. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Well, the beginning of that scene, Cody goes back to his boat and goes through that weird little door that he's constructed. And then in the foreground, Malibu Ray Winston shows up and
Yeah.
directs the other two to follow him. And it's just a cool
Yeah.
little, something going on in the background, and then the subject of the scene comes on in the foreground. It was very good.
Yeah. Yes.
It was dynamic. God, I'm going through these in a complete cack up order,
Yeah.
but
That's fine.
just the line, Stuart has just turned into the most gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
It was, true as well as being cool.
Yeah.
Because he does look amazing.
Okay, I'm going to split girls into two things because I have too many in this list.
Okay.
That's
very progressive of you.
Just labelled and lumped together as girls. At one stage, McNamara, I don't know why I want to call him that. He is very McNamara-esque, really. He's out doing something, and he just says, I wonder how things are back at the Chamberlain place. And it just cut to one of the women just naked and thrusting. I'm pretty sure it's Applegate. And it's just a Banana Gate, and it's just, one amazing cut. The lady's coming on to him with just such porn acting. At one stage, he just shows up at this lot, never met this woman before, and it's just like,
I need the fastest thing on this lot.
Sugar, I'm the fastest thing on this lot.
Oh, mercy.
and just immediately bares her chest. Like, she has just a shirt on and it's just gone. And he replies, "Oh, mercy." And that ties into a moment of his I really like. In fact, I'll say that now. He after it's implied that he wearily had sex with this woman for a car. He gets back to his hotel and he gets out and he says,
"Boy, that was really a horseshit trip to Palm Springs. I got my ass whipped, my borrowed car shot up, and I was raped."
Yes. And I'm not a fan of a rape joke, but that really caught me by surprise. And he said it in such a lackadaisical way. And the scenario itself was so humorous that it's just again played into that self-effacing thing. And it really made me laugh.
Yeah, that did take me by surprise. Also because in my car, I was wondering what bit he was talking about. Whoops.
Baffling film, avant-garde. There's a lot of sex position in this.
I guess he has been raped in a number of figurative ways.
Spiritually, what a profound film this is.
Being used by the state. The
state of Sybil Danning. If Sybil Danning was the state, I feel like I'd be feeling better about a lot of this. All of this business I gestured to Britain.
Feel way more compliant for some reason. When it's Anita, I don't know who that is, and Cody find Shane's body. He goes, "Go inside, Anita. Tell everyone to meet me by the pool." "Go! Do it!" Just screams at her.
"Go in the house. Tell everybody meet me by the pool." "Go! Do it!"
In this fucking garden. It's just so unreasonable. It was so weird.
Oh, God. Okay, my other stuff on some of the lady extras. The way that the two neighbor ladies keep smiling and checking the camera, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Just not used to the movie acting, which is fine, you know.
We're not.
At one point, one of them... I'm not. I would constantly be smiling and checking the camera if I was in Die Hard. I think that's it. Yes, he comes in and he says...
Okay, now listen. When I say so, I want you to dive on that floor and get down low.
This is kinky. This is nice. This is nice.
The repeat of "this is nice" is very good. And then when race car lady needs to use her boobs to distract the guy, she says, "Hey, look at these," and gets her chest out. And there's a pause. The guy sees it and says, "Yeah," another pause. Then he gets shot. Pause, and he's hit. It was superb. I loved it.
Just giving us time to process every single action in that scene. And you don't get that from Christopher Nolan.
And finally, in Paul Salt's misogyny corner, my God, Sybil Danning's well built. Jesus Christ.
I love the euphemisms you're reaching for to try and say they have nice boobs.
Look, Sybil Danning is fucking stacked. We all know this. We all saw The Howling 2.
We all saw The Howling 2. And yeah, sweet Jesus. Yeah, look, when we say this person has nice boobs, listeners, we know that it sounds awful, and we're trying to make it go down well. And we just have to accept, hey, we all like bits of other people, or like we all like things, we like sandwiches.
Yeah. Look, none of this would be as easy to enjoy if it weren't for how charming all of the performers are, how charming and natural, and that I hope came from the fact that there was a good atmosphere on set, because it looks like there was, but you can't really gauge that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I like to think and hope that Andy Sedaris is one of the good guys, because this doesn't feel like a Michael Winner movie. You know, those movies are bleak and horrible, and you can tell the conditions on set sucked because of how horrible and miserable everybody looks. I'm just hoping that this was just a bunch of very attractive people having fun in the hot weather with a very strange man and his idea of what a movie should be. And I want to hold on to that fantasy as long as I can.
Yeah, that's totally fair. The fact that for me it's feeling sinister has nothing to do with the movie or this podcast. There's somebody who is using some sort of industrial tool over the road, and the drone that it's giving off is similar to the Joker's theme in The Dark Knight.
Shit. That is unnerving. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
It is unnerving. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm also not afraid to say the split-second collision of the car with with Malibu Ray Winston looked really good.
Yeah.
It was just a nanosecond of Bonnet hitting him, and because it was so fleeting, it just left your brain to imagine the rest and to do the maths on the meatiness of that collision.
It was good.
It was smart. When they're being chased by the meatheads, Wingus and Dingus, Cody and Racetrack Girl say they're running away, and he goes,
I only have one bullet left, and I've never hit a moving target in my life.
And I just really like just saying it made the whole thing, made me realize how stupid the whole thing was, and kind of joyful at that.
Because he's a really good shot, it turns out, at still things. Yeah. Like later on, he shoots like a music thing really effortlessly, but he can't hit a moving target.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, some extra details. Sybil Danning has an amazing cat.
Ooh.
It's a really nice cat that you see at one stage in the movie early on. It's a very cute cat. I like
remember
that.
Now.
When it cuts to the sex chat room, they are all in such close proximity.
Oh, yeah.
And once again, another thing about the sex-positive nature of this movie, it's a whole different bunch of people in this room, like men and women in like a row delivering phone sex to people. And it's just, anything, it's a shop. Anything you want sexually is just there in this place. And it's kind of awesome.
There's a pansexuality to the whole experience. Which
I'd have loved it if
refreshing.
Andy Sedaris had done cooperated on a movie with that guy who constantly included shirtless men. What was his name? Michael Bay. But I can't remember his name.
Whoever it is.
Also the sexist assumption that he was the one who killed the guys, giving him the benefit of the doubt to the killers, was just great.
Yes. Very good.
Okay.
When they get into the camper van with actual Andy Sedaris, and they take them to Palm Springs, and the racetrack lady goes, God bless you, sir," and Andy Sedaris goes, "Well, God certainly blessed you, ma'am," and then the camera cuts to her jugs, and then it pans up to the face, and her shocked, alarmed face turns to a pleasant smile, and it's a very good performance. Just that change of expression was really charming.
It's just cheeky. The whole thing's just cheeky, is the thing.
It's cheeky.
It's just a bit cheeky.
It's just cheeky. Look, boys will be boys, not a good argument. This film is cheeky.
It's cheeky.
It is cheeky.
Do you have a last one?
Yes. When he's doing his big expository reveal at the end, how he figured out who committed the crime, he brings in the woman that he arrested by shoving a stocking over her head previously.
Yeah.
Into the boat, and everybody goes, "Why is she here?" And he explains that actually this woman didn't kill Shane, and she goes, "But if I didn't kill him, who? if I didn't kill him, who did?"
But if it wasn't me and it wasn't Stuart, who did kill Shane?
I missed that.
What a
That's
stupid
amazing.
line. Brilliant.
That's great. That's wonderful.
That's a top secret sort of line.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Darby Hinton as
Darby Hinton
as what was his name again?
Cody Abilene.
Cody Abilene. He's just great, and here's some of the things I liked about him. There's just something great about his look, his face, his voice, the nature of his voice, the innocence with which he records into his recorder, the fact that he is, up for a good time, but often exasperated by how much sex there is available to him is adorable.
Yeah.
The fact that he sucks at the shooting range is great.
Yeah.
At one point he says,
On my way back to the marina, I stopped by the grocery store to get me a peanut brittle candy bar. I just need to think things through.
just fucking great.
Yeah, I know.
Another stage he sees the race car girl driving and just says,
Look, Beverly, June's out there. Sure can't handle that car.
Again, it's just like the dialogue you'd write for the kid on the adventure.
Yeah.
And there's something amazing about him trying to get this woman off of him whilst he's driving the car and trying to elude the bad guys.
Yeah.
And he's just like, she's just, topless and trying to get all over him. And he's just like,
Would you get your head down? I can't see the road.
I'll get it down.
You're not getting it down, all right? Now come on, out of my way.
I'd get down if you'd let me. What about these? Don't they look fun?
Please, no, come on. Please, all I want later, okay? If we get out of this alive, please, I promise you the time of your life.
And it's just adorable.
It is.
Yeah. And that is just about all I have to say about my favorite film, Malibu Express. Yeah, I don't know how this episode's going to go down if we'll come off terribly from it, but there's just, again, something very positive and fun about the whole thing. So, and I hope that comes across, and I hope you'll all give it a go. Because
I think so. And we're not saying carte blanche, this movie is amazing with no problems.
Sure.
It's in the context of everything, It's it has some good things.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. But Paul, did the OG team give a single fuck about us and what we're doing this week?
A single fucking shit. Well, let me have a look for you. I did remember to message the OG team personally, and the picture I used was of him Frenching the two ladies at the racetrack.
Fuck yeah!
So it's good. So I think already, if the episode is going to go down badly, it will have already started going down badly.
We'll have managed expectations well.
Thank God. I'm all about managing expectations. You have to when you're me.
Sounds great on paper.
I know Liam, and we discussed before recording, Liam does own the same box set that you do. So, and he is trying very hard to convince his partner that it's a good thing to watch them.
Well, play them this podcast, that'll do it.
Yeah, look.
Sybil Danning's boobs. Oh my God. Oh, so fucking hot.
Oh my God. We're all about that here.
This is every week.
Every week, and it just gets
boobs.
Every week it gets better, actually. So the earlier episodes, anything before this,
God,
if you were considering going back to listening, don't. Please don't. For the love of God, don't listen, because I tell you what, it's a wonder we're not in jail.
Yeah. Look, in recent weeks we have featured Jen lusting over Billy Zane and Catherine Zeta-Jones. So I feel like we're opening up new doors here on the podcast.
I'd say so.
And ones that I'm glad to be stepping through.
Look, we're allowed to do this.
Also, when Ellen was here talking about Jennifer's body, I wasn't allowed to release most of the stuff she said about My Chemical Romance. So
about your specific chemical romance.
About the general chemical romance we all had.
God.
Yeah, some of that stuff's with the police where it belongs.
I wish I were the police. Yeah, no, nothing from the OG team.
Oh, OG team, you got to watch Malibu Express.
Every single one of you take this recommendation. It's one size fits all.
Yep, the one better thing is Malibu Express. It's a hell of a laugh.
And if you want to watch the version, if you don't want to watch like constant gratuitous nudity, you can watch the YouTube version. And
I don't know why you would do that.
For a lovely innocent experience.
I'm so glad we've been able to maintain your innocence during this.
Maintain the illusion of.
Oh, that's the thing. He's actually the most mustachioed of the bunch.
I do have a mustache.
All right, Paul. How can people find out about our mustaches?
Oh, yeah, no, I guess this is the one better thing because do
you have one?
Well, like Nice Guys came to mind quite a bit because of the the Shane Black comedy, black comedy. Of the private investigator. Ryan Gosling is also very incompetent with the occasional flash of brilliance. It's also very, very funny. You should watch that if you haven't. But Malibu Express, and I imagine Andy Sedaris' filmography are going to stand apart from everything and just be Andy Sedaris.
Yeah,
So...
just over-the-top action, over-the-top sexuality, just, really fun stuff.
And for over-the-top action and sexuality, you can check us out at OGT Pod, Twitter and Facebook, or send us an email with your ideas for how to start your own franchise of over-the-top sexual action violence.
In this day and age.
In this day and age, in this economy, in this culture war that doesn't exist, then you can email us at ogtpod@gmail.com. There is no such thing as a culture war. Fuck off, Murdoch. So, yes, there's that.
Yeah.
And also,
probably.
If you want to pay us to talk about these kinds of things, apropos of nothing, unsolicited, if anything, then you can do so at Patreon. Patreon.com/OGTpod. We've talked with Sean about the Marvel mess recently and how tired we all bloody feel about that. So you can find out about that there. Paul tested my memory and was surprised at the results, despite me saying so every week. I have a terrible memory. And more to come, such as the thing that Paul has alluded to me off mic that will be happening. And I don't really know anything more than that, but I'm taking off my top and oiling my pecs. Some would say the male boobs, for that very purpose. And we'll see where that goes.
Absolutely.
Oh, Quest Fantastic TTRPG D&D podcast. It's really good. We're all fucking funny on it. Go and listen.
Go listen. It mentions boobs less. I'm Paul Boobless.
As I'm 1/5 of Quest Fantastic, it just stands to reason that there'd be 1/5 of the boob chat.
I'm Paul Boobless.
Yeah, I said I'm in there, so that's my thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the beginning of that was an I'm.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget that that's how that works.
Where's Mel?
God damn it. It's what everyone's wondering. And remember, the one good thing about Malibu Express is just the gormless look of a man suddenly confronted with more boobs, guns, and G-strings than he knows how to handle.